Smash that like button. Woo!
Like and subscribe.
It's going down. It's what lifts do. Otis. It's Saturday in Barcelos and the market is in full swing. Just going to do a little bit of sightseeing before we set off. Incredible entrance to the marketplace. Barcelos. They still have money for bedding plants, something not the case in the UK. Spectacular. We have loads and loads of cockles. This looks like a very old one. Into another beautiful little square with, of course, a cockerel. Bridge we came across yesterday. Passing the way. 195 to go. Another lovely mural made of tiles. Taking us through bits of the old town. It's 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. You can certainly feel it. The wind. Starting to get a lot of these signs now, which is really good. Giving us detail of the way to go. And the elevation outlook. Just off the route, on the way out, it's a big supermarket. Yeah, even the restaurants incorporate the rooster. Good morning, day 3. What I can say is from Porto, the first 60 kilometres, there's no potable water from springs or taps or anything, so a bit of a surprise for us. But on our day 3, it's 10 degrees centigrade cooler, and we're heading straight into a northerly wind, so it does feel very different. But yeah, the first 60k, it's okay. Hopefully for today we've got a few smaller villages to go through, be able to see some things. But Barcelos, it's the town of the rooster, Portuguese symbol. But let's see where the rest of the day takes us. Going past a massive set of buildings, Institute of James the God, or quite intriguing. They're not noisy at all. You go out through the housing estate. Another lovely mural. And we get high enough to be able to see a local football club. Oh, a lot of signs. So there are occasional fountains, but it's not treated water, so if you had a water filter you could probably take it, but otherwise be on your guard. So, a lesser known Portuguese guard sheep looking after the granite stones. I think we go underneath this railway line, I think, and head off under the railway line. When you graffiti shells. Here's our train. Granite cobbles. We're being watched. Two little dogs. Fast asleep in the middle of the road. Some guard dogs are bigger than other guard dogs. A very big fence to keep the goats in. There are other hikers. A very famous wooden cross. After a quick drink, it takes you on a little side route, probably to the church. This is the way, it says. This way. Road. Whew. Come down from the, I suppose, the main climb for the day. Still in the wind. It's 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. Makes a big difference. But still no potable water. So if you are doing this, take a filter with you or carry your water. So that says go that way, and that says go that way. So we go between them. Oh, taking you right to the edge. A bust of somebody and a view down the valley. The danger for the day. Oh! We just get there and there's a train! God, you couldn't have timed that better. Whoa! Another train? Or no, let us through. damage. Gosh. As we head off into the valley. This is what I pictured the Camino being. Lovely farm tracks through the countryside with water and trees. Just walking along, and a GR sign. Through the back of a little village. You can just look out for the small arrows on the sides walls, and way ahead is another peregrino. Guidebooks mention this blue gate, blue door. Whew, we're about 75 kilometres in, and this is really the first fountain of drinkable water. Rolled up pizza for lunch. Are we kids or something? Santiago signs come with bins. Bins mean I can put stuff away. Nice vineyard. I've only seen a couple of these, so maybe it's a Spanish thing, not a Portuguese thing. But a arreo. Having not seen any water, potable water, for 75 kilometres, all of a sudden, two in the same village. Aha! Maybe the reason why I have so many fountains in this village is that these people have just filled up their car with loads of water. So maybe there's something historic about this village not having water to every house. More Portuguese wildlife. I wondered if we'd see some cows, and they're all in the sheds. Just before we get to our destination. Morning. Just a colourful finish to the day. The path ambles between the fields. Path is not wide enough. We all have to get off. You can be in a room by yourself. Beautiful room. Fantastic shower area, tea making facilities. It's a winner.
Smash that like button. Woo!
Like and subscribe.